Hello, teachers and staff. We will begin shortly.
Hello, my name is Aiden, and welcome to Diversify 2022 Multicultural Event. We are so glad that we are able to have the event and celebrate together. As a UNESCO school, our job is to promote collaboration among the nations through education, science, and culture, and to further universal respect for justice, for the rule of law, and for human rights and fundamental freedoms, which are affirmed for the people of the world, without distinction of race, sex, language, or religion. This event is all about embracing and uniting in the diversity that we have here at Massey. Today we will have keynote speakers, dancers, classroom activities, and a special guest from Toronto. First up, we have the Fubuki Daiko duo. Fubuki Daiko reinvents traditional Japanese drumming with their electric and energetic performances that are part martial arts, part athleticism, part meditation, and all rhythm. For over 20 years, they have performed at festivals, concert halls, and schools across North America. The members of the group received their formative training from the founder of North American Taiko, Grandmaster Seiichi Tanaka. After performing at Carnegie Hall with the San Francisco Taiko Dojo and leaving with Tanaka's blessing, they relocated to Winnipeg, Manitoba, where they expanded into the current professional touring ensemble. Please welcome the Fubuki Daiko duo.
Yo! Ho! Yo! Ho! Yo! Ho! Yo! Ho! Oh!
Now we would like to introduce Mr. Franson, who will be giving virtual greetings, followed by Quinton, who will be giving land acknowledgements.
We acknowledge that we're in Treaty 1 territory. The traditional gathering for Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, and Dakota and Dene people, and the traditional homeland of Métis people. Every time we acknowledge the truth, we have invited an opportunity to reflect what we do and what can we do to make Manitoba a great place for everyone who lives here. Thank you.
Hello, Vincent Massey. My name is Ted Franzen. I'm Superintendent in Pembina Trail School Division. I'm privileged to be bringing you greetings today for your Diversity Month, for your Black History Month emphasis. It warms the heart of your teachers, your principals, your superintendents, that students take seriously the notion of diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's a very, very important part of your learning, of my learning, of all of our learning. There is a danger in a single story. And as we broaden our horizons by learning about what other people have experienced, the good and the bad, it's important that we take time for that. You see a picture over my shoulder, a picture of my wife in Kenya when we were there, embracing our learning experience. Students there were thrilled to see us, see that we were interested in learning more about them. And as you embark on the sessions in Black History Month in whatever way Vincent Massey has planned, I wish you the very best as you broaden your horizons and become richer, stronger students with character.
Fubuki literally means blizzard. Taiko or daiko literally means drums. We are doing traditional Japanese style drumming with a North American flavor. All of our pieces are original compositions. This first piece that we performed for you was a fairly recent composition. It was written during the pandemic. It was called COVID Drive-Thru. And how I came up with that title was back in May of 2020 when the pandemic began. I was feeling a little bit ill, so I thought maybe I should get checked out. So I went to the COVID drive-through lineup, and luckily I wasn't positive at the time. But there was a long wait, so it was like about a 3-hour wait in the drive-through. So rather than just sitting there in the car doing nothing, I had these rhythms in my head, and I basically came up with the piece that we just created. This next piece we're going to be playing is another original composition. This piece is called Furin Kazan. Furin Kazan literally means wind, forest, fire, and mountain. It's a piece dedicated to the elements, but it also has a second meaning. It is a battle strategy of a samurai warrior from the 16th century. His name was Takeda Shingen. And his battle strategy was to divide his army into 3 groups and give each group an element. And they would come out to battle with these flags on their back with each element. So the first group would be the archers, and they would be given the symbol of wind, followed by the infantry, who would be given the symbol of forest. And the cavalry, the people on horseback, would be given the symbol of fire. The general would be on top of the mountain overlooking the battle, and he would have this big banner. This is a replica of the banner, but it's a lot bigger and on the mountain. Basically, I'm having the entire strategy written in poetic form. So on this banner, it says to be as swift as a wind, to be quiet as a forest, to be as merciless as fire, and to be as immovable as a mountain. And so back in this 16th century samurai warfare, it wasn't stealth and sneakiness in order to win the battle. It was always to scare the pants out of the enemy. So they would always come out with these huge flags and banners and charge the enemy and hope that they would go run away and just have a sandwich. So this is Furin Kazan. It's been a pleasure performing for you guys. Thank you very much for inviting us here. And we hope you have a really great weekend. We are Fubuki Daiko. Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
Sa!
Teachers and staff, please stay tuned. We're just taking a momentary stage change. Teachers and staff are in the middle of a stage change. Please stand by.
Are we ready?
Pode que teñamos diferentes religións, diferentes idiomas, diferentes cores de pel, pero todos pertencemos á raza humana.
Kulturelle Unterschiede sollten uns nicht voneinander trennen, sondern eher eine kollektive Stärke bringen, welche der ganzen Menschheit hilft.
Culture diverse non dovrebbero separarci l'uno dall'altro, al contrario la diversità culturale crea una forza collettiva che può portare beneficio all'umanità.
Культурні відмінності не повинні відокремлювати нас один від одного, а радше культурне розмаїття приносить колективну силу, яка може принести користь усьому людству.
Las diferencias culturales no deberían separarnos de los demás, sino más bien la diversidad cultural trae fuerza colectiva que beneficia a toda la humanidad.
हमारे से एक दूसरे से मुख्तलिफ होने से कतई नज़र हम सब एक जैसे हैं। ताकत फ़र्क में होती है, एक जैसा होने में नहीं।
Les différences culturelles ne devraient pas nous séparer, mais plutôt créer une force collective qui bénéficierait à l'humanité.
Cultural differences should not separate us from each other, but rather cultural diversity brings a collective strength that can benefit all of humanity. By Robert Allen.
Thank you so much from all our students. And next we're going to have our fashion portion. And this fashion portion is basically we're going to be showing different clothes from different cultures from all around the world. The clothes have been supplied by our students and family, and they're going to be modeled also by our students. The clothes are coming from different parts of the world. First up we have Miriam, and she's going to wear clothing traditionally worn in India. And yeah, it's going to be amazing and fun and nice. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening?
All right. Next up, we have Ray Coco Stevenson. Coming from a Korean Ojibwe background, Ray Stevenson, better known by his spirit name Walking Wolf, started Walking Wolf dancers and singers to educate and share his cultures with others. The group lends their energy to promoting the cultural identity of Aboriginal peoples and works to bridge the gap between ethnic communities by showcasing the amazing talents of their culture.
Check 1, 2. Is this on? I can't tell. Okay. Well, good morning, and thank you for that introduction. It was hard to hear. You know, one of the things that I wanted to be able to do is kind of let you know who I am, the background I come from, and how proud I am of who I am and what I am as a First Nations person. I'd really like to say thank you for the invitation. But you know, one of the things that I wanted to be able to share with you today was the importance of what this drum means to me and what kind of an effect it can have on other people from different places all over the world. And one of the things that we do have in common amongst our people all across the world is the drum. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to share a song that I composed over 30 years ago. I call it my drum song. You know, that there is a song I made 33 years ago. One of the things that I was told about us as First Nations people is that we are a very proud, humble people, and part of our responsibility is to be able to be the caregivers of Mother Earth. And for us, and part of our responsibility as a people, we have certain responsibilities and duties that belong to us amongst our people. For us, example, as men, our warriors, they would be the keepers of the fire. But when it came time for our women, they would be the keepers of the water, the ones who would look after the water, the ones that would pray for the water. And whenever we have ceremony, they would be the ones that would be blessed in that water. I think it's important for people to understand that we have a lot of people amongst our community. We have more people that are First Nations in Winnipeg than anywhere else in North America. And I'm talking about Canada and the United States. You know, at one time, we used to have a huge reserve called St. Peter's just around Selkirk area. And everybody would come there because that's right off of the lake, and then the Red and the Assiniboine weren't too far from there. And that would be one of the main trading places for people to be able to migrate together, fish and hunt. And not too long after, you know, they were all separated, put into different places. So for many, many years, our people have struggled, but we're also a proud people. We're proud to be able to share some of the things that belong to us and were given to us from what we call that higher power, the Creator, to help us along this journey in life. For me, when it comes time for me to overcome an obstacle, you know, you could be having the hardest time, and a good example would be losing a loved one. You know, you're traveling this path, boom, you hit an obstacle. And for me, this drum is something that overcame any obstacle that I had to overcome in the last 30 years plus. All I had to do was pick up my drum, sing a song, and then I could overcome that obstacle so I can continue to move forward. The songs that we sing send messages. The songs that we sing say prayers. And I'm very honored and humbled to be able to have that gift, to be able to do things like singing songs, making songs. The drum has been something that looked after me, and I was told by an elder at one time, if you can look after that drum will look after you. You're not going to get rich, but it'll take you places. And I truly believe that because I've traveled the world with my drum. I've been to France, I've been to Italy, I've been to Germany, played at the Olympics, New Orleans twice, San Francisco twice, California, New York, Washington, D.C., you know. So I'm very truly honored to be able to share the gift that was given to me. And that's one of the things and one of the responsibilities that we have as First Nations people, is to be able to take our gifts and share them for the people, whether you're a singer, a dancer, or whether you make crafts or whatever it is. You always do that for the people. So I'll probably end up finishing off with one more song, but you know, I did want to say that this drum and many other drums, you can go to Africa, you can go to Asia, you know, you're going to find different drums there. And this is one thing that can connect us all. The heartbeat of Mother Earth to us, the drum. So when it comes time for uniting, when it comes time for reconciliation, to me, this is how I have been doing it for the last few years, with many different cultures, many different people from other backgrounds. And, you know, we even formed a group at one time, and it kind of still exists, called the Drummers of the Four Directions, where we had African, Daiko drum from Fubuki, which is also, they're also here. Evans, the coffee man, and myself, and a gentleman by the name of Blair McAvoy from Dust Rhinos with this Celtic drum. So I'll finish off with the song. I was trying to find a clock here because I wasn't sure how much time I had left. But I'll finish off with a song, and I just want to say, you know, thank you so much for having me. And one of the things I also wanted to mention is that for us as First Nations people, there's no way in any of our languages to say goodbye. It is always until we meet again. So this is a song that I made, I don't know how many years ago, but it was a few years back, and I call it, and I titled it Till We Meet Again, simply because of the fact that there's no way to say goodbye in our languages. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ray Coco Stevenson, Primo Se Mayangan, Walking Wolf. Thank you so much for having me be part of today's celebration and getting people together. And again, till we meet again, my friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ray Coco, for all those wise words. And now we're going to have our fashion segment.
A pesar das nossas diferenças, todos somos o mesmo.
Die Schönheit der Erde liegt in ihrer Diversität.
Nonostante le nostre differenze, siamo tutti uguali.
Незважаючи на наші відмінності, ми всі однакові.
A pesar de nuestras diferencias, todos somos iguales.
Peu importe nos différences, nous sommes tous les mêmes.
Regardless of our differences, we are all the same. Up, now we're going to have Miriam, who will be showcasing the Punjab. There we go. This beautiful suit makes a statement. Comfort and style meet in this traditional embroidered garment. The pants are known as salwar. The bodice, a dress style tunic, has side slits to allow for ease of movement. The entire garment is made of cotton to help stay cool and comfortable on the hot days, and the lightweight lining helps the fabric hold the rich decorative design and sequin and breadwork around the collar, hemline, and sleeves. The matching dupatta, made of flowy light chiffon, accents the garment and can double as a headdress if attending a temple. Perfect. Thank you, Miriam. Next, we have Adrian, who will be showcasing the Tang suit, often refers to a type of Chinese jacket rather than the clothing of the Tang dynasty. The origin of Tang suit actually only dates back to the Qing dynasty era. It was developed from a type of the era's Manchurian clothing, the Mangua. This name from the overseas Chinese, as the Tang Empire was famous for being prosperous and powerful in the world. Foreigners called the overseas Chinese people the Tang people, and the clothes they were called Tang suits. The Tang suit is a Dijin, a kind of Chinese-style jacket with buttons down the front with a mandarin collar and frog buttons. Traditional Tang suits based on the Mangua of Manchu ethnicity usually have Chinese characters on them to express good luck or best wishes. The most popular characters include Fu, happiness and good luck. This specific item of clothing was purchased in the pearl market of Beijing around 15 years ago. Thank you, Adrian. Now we have Kathy Dick. Welcome, Caitlin. Aethensdotter, sorry, that's going to be a little bit complicated. Caitlin is from Scandinavia in 1000 AD, the Viking Age. Her simple but elegant gown is 100% linen and hand-sewn and embroidered with traditional wool thread using a pattern from that amazing era. The neckline and sleeves are embellished with silk tablet, weaving using wooden cards and silk threads, creating a gorgeous pattern that was common for high-status women. The head covering is also 100% linen, letting people know she is married. On the hand-woven wool pelt, she carries her knife sharpener and fire starter, as well as a wool cloth for using when she cooks over an open fire. You can see her cook delicious traditional Viking meals on Cook Like a Viking, on Shaw, YouTube, and Roku. She has also been known to frequent local festivals such as the Icelandic Festival of Manitoba, Gimli Ice Festival, Cook's Creek Medieval Festival, the Manitoba Highland Festival, and that's just to name a few. All of you should check them out this summer. Thank you, Kathy Dick.
Thank you so much to Miriam, Adrian, and Kathy for helping us out with that. Now we have our school choir singing Rise by Ariana Bella.
After the choir, is it lunch?
After the choir, then we have
I will rise against my foes. I will rise with all
on stage, yeah.
O meu soño sería unha sociedade multicultural, unha que sexa diversa e onde cada home, muller e neno sexan tratados por igual. Eu soño cun mundo onde toda a xente de todas as razas traballen xuntos en armonía.
Mein Traum ist es, eine multikulturelle Gesellschaft, eine, die divers ist und wo jeder Mann, jede Frau und jedes Kind gleich behandelt wird, zu haben. Ich träume von einer Welt, wo alle Menschen in Harmonie zusammenarbeiten.
Io sogno una società che sia multiculturale, che sia varia, una società in cui ogni uomo, donna, bambina o bambino sia trattato equamente. Io sogno un mondo in cui tutte le persone di tutte le etnie e culture lavorino insieme in armonia.
Моєю мрією було б мультикультурне суспільство, різноманітне, де кожен чоловік, жінка чи дитина до всіх ставляться однаково. Я мрію про світ, у якому люди усіх рас працюють разом у гармонії.
Mi sueño sería una sociedad multicultural, una diversa, y donde cada hombre, mujer y niño sean tratados por igual. Sueño con un mundo donde todas las personas de todas las etnias y culturas trabajan juntas en armonía.
Mon rêve serait une société multiculturelle, une société diversifiée où les hommes, les femmes et les enfants seraient traités équitablement. Je rêve d'un monde où toute personne venant du monde entier travaillerait ensemble dans l'harmonie.
My dream would be a multicultural society, one that is diverse and where every man, woman, and children are treated equally. I dream of a world where all people of all races work together in harmony. By Nelson Mandela. All right, and next up we have the McConnell School of Dance. McConnell Irish Dancers are one of the oldest Irish dance troupes in North America. Founded in Ireland over 100 years ago, the school was established in Winnipeg, Canada, in 1947. Well into its third generation, the school is under the direction of accomplished dancer and choreographer Shailene McConnell Finnegan. McConnell Irish Dance is the largest and longest established Irish dance school in Manitoba, with locations in Winnipeg and Brandon. McConnell dancers are recognized for their high-caliber energetic performances, which encompass both traditional and contemporary forms of Irish dance. National and international award-winning McConnell dancers compete at the highest levels, including the World Irish Dance Championships in Ireland, hosted by Cumann Rince Naisinunta. McConnell Irish Dancers are founding members of Folklorama and proud sponsors of the Isle of the Shamrock and United Kingdom pavilions. The group has traveled the world to perform at CIOFF International Dance Festivals, Peru, Costa Rica, Bulgaria, Disney World, Ireland, Peru, North Carolina, all over the world. McConnell Irish Dancers perform at over 60 local and charitable performances each year and have performed at the Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games, and with well-known performers such as the Irish Rovers, Tommy Makem, and the Irish Descendants. Please welcome the McConnell School of Dance.
1, 2, 3, klaar.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much to the McConnell School of Dance. That was really amazing. And now we're over to Aiden. Yeah.
All right, and now we have Mawada and Becky, who will be showcasing the tube. Mawada in the red, Becky in the green. This particular item is the national costume of Sudanese women. The tube is a long wrap-around cloth worn on top of a shirt and trousers. It covers the body entirely. It can be made from cotton, satin, polyester, jersey, denim, and other fabrics. There's a second one also that someone else will wear. Oh, no. But the second one has sand color as the base color with a black geometric design accented with various shades of green teal. Mawada and Becky, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. And now we'll take a short break.
Thank you so much, Becky and Mawada. And now we're going to be going for a 5-minute short break for class change. Thank you.
Hello, Massey staff. This is your 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
And welcome back. Now we're going to be changing it up a little bit. We'll be doing an activity now, an activity called Privilege for Sale. For anyone who doesn't know, privilege refers to certain social advantages or access that an individual has by virtue of belonging to certain social identity groups, such as ethnicity, skin color, sexuality, gender, religion, language, and so on. Not having certain privileges can impose disadvantages and limit access to opportunities that may be taken for granted. So, your teacher will go over a list of privileges, and the first thing we'll have you do once you've heard and understood the list is go over each of them and decide which ones you think are important to you. Second, you're going to split into groups of no more than 4. Each group will be given an envelope with a random amount of money in it that you are to spend on the privileges that were listed. Each privilege is worth $100. Then you'll discuss and decide as a group which privileges, out of all of you, will spend your money on. Begin.
Okay, teachers and staff, you have a 3-minute timer to the end of the activity. 3 more minutes. Countdown.
Diferentes colores de piel, pero todos pertenecemos a raza humana.
Wir mögen unterschiedliche Religionen, Sprachen und verschiedene Hautfarben haben. Okay. Wir mögen unterschiedliche Religionen, Sprachen und verschiedene Hautfarben haben, jedoch gehören wir alle zu einer Menschheit.
Possiamo avere religioni diverse, lingue diverse, diversi colori di pelle, ma apparteniamo tutti alla razza umana.
Ми можемо усі мати різні релігії, різні мови чи шкіру, але усі ми належимо до однієї людської раси.
Puede que tengamos diferentes religiones, diferentes idiomas, diferentes colores de piel, pero todos pertenecemos a la raza humana.
Nous avons peut-être de différentes religions, de différentes langues, de différentes couleurs de peau, mais nous sommes tous des êtres humains.
We may have different religions, different languages, different colored skin, but we all belong to one human race. Kofi Annan.
And now we're gonna have someone else talking. A keynote speaker, a multicultural speaker. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marina Lamontagne, and I am coordinator of ethnocultural arts at Folklorama. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for inviting myself and our performers here today to take part in this fantastic event. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about my experience with multiculturalism. So I'm very fortunate to have had the opportunity to travel internationally with not one, but 2 folklore troupes, where I've had the opportunity to share my culture with folks around the world. As you can probably tell by my name, I am French Canadian and perform with a troupe called L'Ensemble Folklorique de la Rivière Rouge, which translates to the Red River Folk Ensemble. So when this folk ensemble, we perform traditional French Canadian reels and jigs, as well as song. Now, you've probably seen French Canadian jig before, maybe at the Pavillon Canadien Français of Folklorama or at Festival du Voyageur. And what it is really is it's a branch off of Métis jigging, which is a fusion of Indigenous powwow steps and Irish jigging, like we just saw from the McConnell Irish dancers. I also have Italian roots and perform with an Italian folk troupe called Le Ragazze Italiane. So with both these troupes, I've had the chance to travel all around the world to participate in international folk festivals. So I've been to France, Indonesia, Mexico, the US, and Chile. We're hoping to go to Russia later this year and hopefully Dubai next year. At these festivals, we have the opportunity, of course, to share our culture, to perform, to have seminars, to do workshops with folks. But we also have the chance to learn from others. And that's my favorite part about these festivals, that I get to meet people from around the world, not only from the country we are visiting, but also from all the other countries who are visiting, also there to share their culture. And the most amazing part about that is that even though most of us can't communicate through language, through spoken language, we can communicate through the language of dance, through the language of music, through our love of culture. And that's truly, truly a beautiful thing. So I encourage you all to celebrate your culture, to be proud of who you are, and to learn as much as you can from others. Thank you, merci, grazie mille.
Thank you so much for that beautiful speech. That was really lovely. And now we're going to go over to Aiden, who's going to help with the last fashion aspect of our show. Thank you. Can I just leave? Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Worn over, with a jacket or vest is worn over top. Colorful belts are included, as well as colorful pants. Traditional shoes for Kurdish women are also colorful and may be embroidered with beads or precious stones. Over the years, this style has changed, possibly due to religion. Today, older women wear darker and muted colors, while young Kurdish women and girls are the ones who wear the brightly colored traditional gowns and dresses. Jewelry is common, and all women, regardless of age, can be seen sporting accessories. Older women in particular wear more expensive jewelry, especially if she has been given a large dowry from her husband's family. At one point in time, the quality of quantity of a woman's jewelry implied their social status. Today, this is not entirely the case, but may apply in some more traditional Kurdish societies. Thank you, Yusa. And now Isha. Isha is wearing a traditional Pakistan formal attire often worn at weddings by the guests in the kurta. What? Oh, it's not yours.
It's something else. Which one are you reading?
This one.
No, it's not mine.
What? Why is Isha?
It's Pakistan.
It is Pakistan.
Yeah, I'm from Punjab. It's something else.
It is something else.
Yeah.
Claire? Wrong thing. Now, this is Isha. In the Punjabi suit is known as a salwar kameez. Yes? It's the traditional dress of a woman in the Punjab. This Punjabi suit is probably the easiest, comfortable, and modest outfit to wear in Indian tradition. This dress, there's a scarf. And it's also paired with a scarf called a dupatta. And it's perfect. And now, he shall perform East Indian dance called the Gida.
Teachers and staff, we're just taking a momentary break to set up the stage. We'll be right back.
Hello there! I am here to tell you a Black history fact. Did you know the potato chip was invented by a Black man? His name is George Crumb. I'm not too sure when he invented the potato chip, but he did back in the day. So the story was that he was in a restaurant, he was giving fries to this customer, and the customer sent them back because they were too thick. So what George Crumb did... Oh, let me just finish this fact. So what happened was the customer sent them back. George cut up the French fries super thin and then put them in the griller, and then they just got super thin, and he created the potato chip, but he never got recognition because he never patented it. And that is your Black history fact for today. Thank you.
ਜ਼ਮਾਨ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਰੱਖ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਤੜਕ ਨਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੱਚ ਪਤਲੋਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਲੱਕ ਨਾ ਮਰੋੜਾ ਖਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੱਚ ਪਤਲੋਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਲੱਕ ਨਾ ਮਰੋੜਾ ਖਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੇਬੀ ਯਾ ਬੇਬੀ ਹਾਂ ਬੇਬੀ ਯਾ ਬੇਬੀ ਓਏ ਮੋਰਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਾਂਗਰਾ ਤੂੰ ਗਿੱਧੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੱਚਦੀ ਵੀਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਈ ਲਾਲ ਵੰਗ ਬੜੀ ਜੱਚਦੀ ਓਏ ਰੁੜਕੇ ਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਏ ਗੇੜੀਆਂ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਮੋਰਨੀ ਅੱਜ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਚਦੀ ਓਏ ਸੰਧੂਆ ਕਬੂਤਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਰੱਖ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਸੰਧੂਆ ਕਬੂਤਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਰੱਖ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਚੋਂ ਪੜਕਣਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੱਚ ਪਤਲੋਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਲੱਕ ਨਾ ਮਰੋੜਾ ਖਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੱਚ ਪਤਲੋਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਲੱਕ ਨਾ ਮਰੋੜਾ ਖਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੇਬੀ
A beleza do mundo recae na diversidade da sua gente.
Die Schönheit der Erde liegt in ihrer Diversität.
La bellezza del mondo è data dalla diversità delle persone che vi appartengono.
Краса світу полягає в різноманітності його жителів.
La belleza del mundo recae en la diversidad de sus personas.
La beauté du monde repose sur la diversité de ses personnes.
The beauty of the world lies in the diversity of its people. All right. Thank you very much. Now, we have one more activity before we say goodbye to you. Reminder that if you would like to continue the conversation about the Privilege for Sale activity, Diversify will be continuing the conversation in room 239. Now, to the activity, the final one. It's a Kahoot. In your classroom, you'll be playing a Black History Month Kahoot. The winner from each classroom will be given a token. The winners will come to the next week's Diversify meeting and compete for a prize. And with that, this comes to the end of our morning program. We hope you enjoyed Diversify's virtual morning multicultural show 2022. And we can't wait to see you again next year, hopefully next time in the gym. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.